everybody, and welcome back to Karani Sounds. Today we're going to be going over the brand new DLC for our Lofi Keys plugin, which includes 3 new sound sources being a nylon guitar, a grand bright piano, and an iconic vintage electric piano. And not only that, we'll also be including 40 new presets using those new sound sources. So let's go ahead and check those out now. So first of all, let's go over some of the new presets over here inside of Lofi Keys, and let's cycle through some of these right here. This one is so beautiful. You can really put this one anywhere, any sort of like octave. This one uses the new nylon guitar sound very beautifully here. Ooh, very soft and ethereal here. I like this one too. So I have the keys in the background with the Dr. Keys, but the grand bright over here is really coming out strong. It added that warmer tone. I could even see this one being used for something other than just lo-fi. This could be used for like a trap beat or something a bit more cinematic. Really nice. You can really hear the vapor dimensions taking hold on this one quite a bit here. I like that one, really nice warmth. Ooh, very retro, sort of like video game sound, very 8-bit. Really nice stuff. Oh, this one's detuned in such a nice way. Nice, subtle, but still very present sort of way. Sounds like this one are always going to be something that I gravitate towards. You can really hear the poly space, that reverb. Oh, this one is very like retro. It has like that like Zelda sort of sound. So this preset right here, the beautiful landscape, is something that I would immediately gravitate towards. Very warm and pleasing, and it's exactly what I'd be looking for making a sort of lo-fi vintage sort of track. This one right here is also something that's very pleasing to me, and this one, instead of using the nylon guitar, is using the grand bright piano. Let's go ahead and mess around with this preset a little bit, huh? Alright, so it's going to be a handful of the presets here, and we highly encourage you guys testing these out, but don't be afraid to dive in a bit deeper and check out the new sound sources and dial in exactly what you want. Oh, I'm really widening this up over here. So right now it's sounding very clean with a lower wet-dry mix on the poly space. Let's go ahead and increase that and see what happens. Get a lot more depth with that. Oh, that's very pleasing over here. So all I do is change the octaves from like this to reversing them to this one in the middle, this one down 1 octave, and I like that quite a bit here. Increase the wow a little bit more, and add a little bit of tremolo over here. I always find that adding a little bit of tremolo can have the notes be a little bit more impactful. Not quite that they're hitting harder, but just giving a bit more presence in between each hit. And increase the Technicolor dry wet mix to add a little bit more texture. Increase the vinyl a bit here too. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this preset right here, which we always want to encourage you guys to try and make your own presets and find your own unique sounds, even if it's just making some tweaks on the already made presets, just to help really make your own sound. And once you find that, we can go over here and hit save. Clean, lo-fi piano. Makes it a bit more cinematic over here. That was kind of fun. It just goes to show that just because it's called Lofi Keys does not mean that you're stuck to only making vintage lo-fi tracks. This VST is excellent at bringing out emotion to a track, so that could really be used for any sort of genre. But now it's time to go on to something a bit softer over here with a couple of demo tracks that I made using Lofi Keys. Alright, so here's the first demo track that I made, and it's definitely more of a lo-fi hip-hop sort of track. Here's the chords that I made. I want something very simple, spacious, and ethereal here, and this preset worked out really well for these chords. I have a layer for those chords. We'll take that in and out for the drop, and we want to slow things down for the track. And as for the melody, we've got this right here. And to further show off the versatility of Lofi Keys and the new DLC, I want to be sure to use it for the bass as well. Which for this preset, as it's going to be used as a bass, I turned off the reverb and turned off the wow modulation. And that gave us this. Pair that with a simple drum loop. And this perk loop right here gave it more of a metallic feeling. but that's going to be tucked in the background quite a bit for some ear candy. Then from there, I add some EQ to make everything fit with my bass and my track properly, and then put all those elements together, and we have this. A very soft, easy to listen to track that evokes a lot of emotion, with all melodic elements coming from Lofi Keys and its DLC. Okay, so now for this final track that I built out, it's going to be a bit different, still having that vintage vibe, but this time not keeping things as soft. Here are the chords. One layer for those chords. And this bass line. This track's going to be a bit more simple when it comes to the melodies, just basically building up the tone and the vibe that I want to go for the track, paired with these drums and this perk loop. And for a few different spots over here, chop some of the melody up. So that's going to be you guys' first look at the new DLC for Lofi Keys. We really feel that adding these 3 new sound sources and 40 presets are really going to help open up the possibilities you've got for making music, and hope that it inspires your creativity. So if you guys are as excited as we are for this new DLC, you can head over to cronnysounds.com and pick up your copy today. So thank you so very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.